Hello, very quick video for you. It's Talkin really here, and just mentioning the idea of cashless society, which is what they want. They want this CBDC, central bank digital currency. They want you all to have that. They want you to pay everything by a card. They want you to self-service. People are fighting back, which is a good thing. People have realised what's going on, and a lot of the hard and fast shops and businesses that have gone cashless, or occasionally they regret it, because when the electronic system goes down, and it does go down, it's not reliable, they turn around and say, well, you pay with cash, but you can't have it both ways. You can't be cashless 1 minute and then take cash next. You either are or you're not. And of course, this is what's going on with cashless. People are seeing it for what it is, and they're paying everything with cash. And if a business does not like it and they refuse you, take your business elsewhere. Don't give them your money. Don't be forced into complying with this. Cash is a legal tender so far, until of course they remove cash and fiat currency. Then of course it will be a different story. But this is Glastonbury, and the big problem was they stopped taking card payments, which is fair enough. But originally they were card only. And of course this is confusing people, because everybody expected it to be card only, and they've taken cards. But what they haven't done is they haven't taken any cash. So they can't obviously spend and buy stuff. The Glastonbury this year is next week. So it's going to be starting next week, and to avoid the area. It was bad enough the other week when I had to go through. They're already planning it, and they're already roadblocks and things like that. But the story is that many said that they could only take cash during one of the busiest times. And they became aware of the change around 8 p.m. when bars began turning away punters who were hoping to pay with card. But they were not only the only venue to make the switch. There were the other ones in the near the pyramid stage, because they couldn't pay for any drinks. What was the reason for that? Well, guess what? Wi-Fi went down, which is what's going to happen. It's going to happen anyway, because Somerset area down there's no signal anyway. But when Wi-Fi goes down, you can't take payments. Now, obviously, it wasn't long before the outlets were putting up cardboard signs saying cash only. But of course, that's too late, because people didn't have cash. They didn't come with cash. A lot of those people who were paying with cards are the type of people who are young, and they don't give a shit about cash. They do everything with cards. They pay for everything. And they can't understand why losing cash is so dangerous. And obviously then they were talking about that they have to go to a local cash point. So it could be interesting. Could be an interesting weekend in Glastonbury. It's also interesting that these people are actually becoming more aware of this idea. And certainly a lot of the hard and fast businesses, I'm thinking like maybe Aldi and Tesco and the big supermarkets, they've done some rollbacks where people have protested. And a lot of the supermarkets now, people queue for a person till They don't do self-checkout anymore. There are a lot of people that do, because they are just, well, brain dead. But as soon as they realise, they stop using them. Especially more so when the likes of, what was it, Sainsbury's, I think, they expect you to scan your receipt on the way out. Now, if you've done self-service, you obviously have some trust of you. Otherwise, why do they do it? Why not just have people? Because then they wouldn't have to worry about checking your receipt. Certainly, there's some people who would argue that, and they would walk out. But they have now got barriers, so you have to check your receipt in order to get out. And I presume that applies to everybody, not just self-service. But, you know, as some people say, why would I do self-service? I don't work here. And also, if you expect me then to check my receipt, that means you don't trust me. So why don't you just do it yourself? You know, you're the ones that qualified on this, tills. Then just do it. And also then you have the other stupid situation where they tell you to go and use a self-service till, and you say, well, I don't really like them. And they say, well, let me come and help you. So they do it for you. And you think, well, you could have done that on a normal till and helped a load of other people as well. But certainly Tesco's and things like that, they are the leaders of this. There is a cashless, cardless sort of idea that you don't pay, you have to have an app. You have to set up the app before you go in, and it's one of these places where you just pick it up and walk out with it, and then you get charged for whatever you've taken. And there's cameras and things. Yeah, all very New World Order is what I would say, because that is exactly what they want. They want to have to suffer this idea that apps are good, cash is bad. But let's see what happens on this next weekend, and see what happens in Glastonbury. So there we go. That's it from me. Have a very good day. I'll catch you later.